So at this point, you've no doubt heard that Halloween is coming back next October thanks to Blum House and John Carpenter. He's attached, which is pretty cool. And that movie is in full swing. David Gordon Green is directing and Danny McBride is helping him out. And what we've heard from them so far has led us to believe that Halloween 1 and 2 would be considered canon and this movie would pick up in present day after those movies. That is until today when a bunch of interviews with John Carpenter started to show up online. Now, if you didn't know, he's been putting out music albums for the past few years, and the first two were called Lost Themes 1 and Lost Themes 2. But this year he's doing something different. He's taking some old themes he wrote for other movies like Christine, The Thing, and I guess Halloween, and he's reworking them and modernizing them. He's already released a music video for the Christine reworking, and it's pretty cool. So a lot of the interviews are worth reading. I guess all of them are worth reading, but the one from Stereogum is where we got the information we need. So the interviewer asked him whether or not he played a part in getting Jamie Lee Curtis back on board with this Halloween movie, because we all know how she feels about age 20. He responded, no, she talked to the director. Her part was written into the script. They had this idea. It's kind of a, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost an alternate reality. It picks up after the first one and pretends that none of the other sequels were made. It's gonna be fun. There's a really talented director and it was well written. I'm impressed. So I've seen all sorts of reactions to this online, both positive and negative, and I gotta say, I come down on the positive side of the fence for this one. While I do like Halloween 2 because it picks up right after the first movie and it's written by John Carpenter, it introduces the idea that Laurie is Michael Myers' sister, which I just think is kind of dumb. I was actually more scared when that promotional image of Jamie Lee Curtis in the original outfit came out and showed her on the porch with Michael behind her, because I thought that was signifying that they might be digitally de-aging her and picking this right up at the end of Halloween 1. I know that they said it's present day, but at that time the movie was still kind of up in the air. Production's just beginning, and you could see them changing stuff like that. But some other news came out that Judy Greer is actually signing on to play Laurie's daughter, Laurie Strode, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to make it so when she's in high school she has a daughter, so all of my fears vanished right away. But then you have to consider the fact that Laurie Strode is going back to Haddonfield 40 years later, and I don't care how much time has passed. If I went through what Laurie went through in the original Halloween, there is no way in hell I'm going back. The only thing I can think of that might get her there is kind of like a Jurassic Park 3 situation where her daughter goes without telling her. She tells her daughter reluctantly about what happened in Haddonfield, and then her daughter, who she might not have a great relationship with, goes without telling her mom, and she has to follow. I hope that doesn't happen because that's a super predictable plot, but that's the best I got right now. There is one major thing that does have me the most excited for this movie, and that's the quote that Jamie Lee Curtis tweeted with the picture. She said, "Same porch, same clothes, same issues, 40 years later. Headed back to Haddonfield one last time for Halloween." The part of that quote that excites me is one last time. I'm really hoping that this is the final nail in the coffin for the Halloween franchise, that they finally close the book here, and so no one else can come in and screw it up after this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis only did age 20 because she thought the franchise was ending, and look how it turned out after she bowed out for good. I really like Danny McBride. I really think David Gordon Green is going to do a good job with this, and the fact that John Carpenter is signed on is really good. I think this movie is going to be a lot of fun no matter what. And if you're upset that these movies are no longer canon, because I know there's a lot of people like me who grew up watching them on AMC Fear Fest, just take solace in the fact that it doesn't matter what someone else says. If you want these movies to be canon, consider them canon. No one's going to stop you. But yeah, guys, I wanted to make this little video because I thought it was big news that they were getting rid of Halloween 2 in actuality when they said originally that they weren't going to. What do you think of this news? Let me know down in the comments below, and also let me know on Twitter and Instagram at Jimmy Champagne. If you're not already, subscribe, and if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Anyways, guys, I'm Jimmy Champagne, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.